Hello and welcome to Catalyst Happy Hourish with me, Anthony.
And me, Darren.
And this week we're back to just the two of us. We don't have a special guest this week, but if you didn't hear last week, head on to wherever you find your podcast and have a listen. We spoke to Ben McKelvey about his music career, and actually it was a really interesting conversation. Some of the things he came out with.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed that podcast. Got to be one of the best ones we've done so far, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and definitely head back and listen to it.
Yeah, and if you didn't listen to it, you obviously don't recognise the name. Look up his name as well. He's got some good music out there, some good stuff.
Or literally head over to our podcast and you'll find all the links in the description below.
There we go. But if if this is the first time stumbling across this podcast or whatever, and you know nothing about us, head over to our website, www.catalystyouth.org.uk, where you can find all our podcasts. You can find our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, so much more, and a blog, which we're going to come to in a minute. And if you want to contact us, any questions, anything you want us to talk about, you can find our email addresses, which are Darren, Antony, or info@catalystyouth.org.uk. Definitely use the info one. It is the one we both see.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want to use that one and you want to use any others, but sure, go for it. Why not?
Yeah.
Don't care.
We don't care. There's the title for this podcast. We don't care.
But yeah, Darren, how's your week been?
Oh, it's been busy.
Yeah.
I have got 2 essays due to submit on Friday, and they're not done. So it's but they're mostly done. I got to do the finishing touches today and tomorrow, being that we're recording on Wednesday this week. So I've got Wednesday and Thursday to get it sorted for submission Friday morning by 11 a.m. So so I've got a fun 2 days.
Because Darren's a student now, if he hasn't mentioned it before on this podcast ever.
I am, and I got a new guest that lives with me now in the podcast studio.
You do. I hadn't even noticed that behind you.
Doesn't he look cool?
He does. For anyone that can't see it, what is it, Dan?
I was going to say Baby Yoda, but people just get their back up when people say it's Baby Yoda, because he actually was given a name. Oh, sorry, spoilers if you haven't watched the latest Mandalorian.
Oh, he's got given a name. I haven't watched Series 2 yet.
Oh. Yeah.
I thought they just called him the child.
It was the child.
All right.
But then in The Mandalorian, it was revealed, his name was revealed. I'm not going to tell you how his name was revealed.
Don't say it, because people might not have seen. Controversially, going to make a statement now.
Yeah.
Forgot that there was a second series Mandalorian because got a bit bored of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find what the name was. I did see it the other day.
Gary.
Grogu.
Oh, I have heard that.
Yeah. So it's not Baby Yoda, because people get their arms up. Because actually, isn't this where is Mandalorian meant to be set? In what time within our Star Wars history?
It's around, I want to say, near the Clone Wars time.
Okay, because obviously, if anybody likes Star Wars and you're into your Star Wars, you should know that their movies are all over the place. Their TV series are all over the place. But Boba Fett, have you watched that one yet?
No, not yet. It takes place, sorry, I just looked it up. It actually takes place between... it takes place just after Return of the Jedi, so just after the 6th film. So it's in between the old saga and the newest.
Right. So therefore, for those of you that are buffs, will know it can't be a Baby Yoda unless they've suddenly invented time travel and gone back.
Yeah, and also I'd like to apologise for all those. It's definitely not in the Clone Wars. That's well years after. But yeah, so if you are into your Star Wars, Boba Fett, what do you think of that series? Let us know. I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it yet? I've only watched the first one. And I can't remember which movie it is, because I am rubbish for things like that. I just remember it was in the movie. Do you know the point where they're about to be thrown into the pit by the what's he called? The big blob.
Yeah.
It is set then, because you know that Boba Fett gets kicked in to that pit.
Yeah.
So and it's his rise to becoming what the big blob was, whatever that name is. I can't remember.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yes. It's just a big blob, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Boba Fett doesn't become Jabba the Hutt.
He takes over his role.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it's not like the same person. They're in
No,
the same...
no.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, but he takes over because obviously he had like his own little empire going on with crime and everything.
Yeah.
And he then takes over, and you see that in the first episode.
Right.
And also in the trailers, you see that he's taken over. So there shouldn't be a spoiler there if you've watched.
That's in Return of the Jedi, by the way.
Yeah. So but I'm really liking the series that they're running with them. I mean, I say obviously I've not continued watching Boba Fett, and I think that we're on number 4 comes out today.
My issue is I'm really excited for Obi-Wan. Like that one I will watch.
Yeah.
As soon as it's out every week, I will keep up with that. But my issue is I'm trying to keep up with so many different series. The Star Wars ones have just sort of been put on the back burner a little bit because I forgot they were there.
Okay, fair enough.
But, by the time I come around to watch them, they'll all be there. I can do it in one go.
Cool. I'm not too sure if anybody can hear. I've got some banging going on in the background, and I'm hoping the microphone is not picking it up.
I can't hear it, if that helps.
There's a house 2 doors up that are having their roof done, and I think it's them. So it's not the next door neighbour this time, so we're all good.
No, that was they were really loud the other day.
They were. I think we were just having a meeting, weren't we?
I think so.
It was just a meeting, and they were drilling, and just.
Oh yeah, we were talking camp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, camp. If you haven't listened, 25th to 29th of July, Summer Camp 2022 is going ahead in Poynings in Brighton with the theme of Around the World in 80 Days. Get your booking forms now.
Yeah, available from your local youth worker.
Yeah,
providing you're with our groups and nobody else's.
Yeah. Don't ask your youth worker if you're part of a different youth group for a booking form to Catalyst Summer Camp.
Get hold of us. Email us at info@catalystyouth.org.uk and we'll send you a booking form if you really want to come along. We've got spaces. So, why not?
They are limited spaces, though.
They are.
Get signed up quick, especially our lot. If you're listening, spaces are limited. Get booked in.
Yeah, and for my lot, pretty much everyone's booked in already. I think. Most of my lot are booked in already. Right. So, but if you've not handed your form back and you listening to this, hurry up and get that sorted because, we got things to sort out. So we need to. One is to make sure that we've got enough money to actually pay the rest of the money for the actual accommodation.
We'll have enough money. It's more whether we can fit them in.
True.
That's why I wanted to sign up quick.
Yeah. Anyway, Anthony.
Yeah.
The question that is burning everybody's minds from last week. I've had loads of emails.
No, not yet.
Not that one
something
yet?
Else first.
Okay.
We got to celebrate first.
And I wonder if I could. There's going to be some. Cue the music. I'll find something to stick in.
Sure, why not? What is today, Darren?
Celebrate good times. Come on. I don't have that one.
Okay.
But obviously the other guy's singing it rather than me because that's just horrendous.
Are we leaving this bit in, or?
We are leaving this bit in. Okay. Why not? We have reached the grand old age of 2.
Catalyst Youth UK has been around for 2 years.
So we humbly apologise to everybody for that.
2 long years.
Do you know what, mate? It's felt a lot longer. I think with the pandemic happening and everything just being chucked in the fire, as it were, it's felt like more than 2 years. It's like we've been doing this for the last 30.
Yeah, and I mean, we worked out just before we start recording. I say, Darren, what's today? But actually, by the time this comes out, it won't be today. It will have been on Sunday.
Yeah. So the 16th is what we've kind of gone for, based on our
the last
blog,
time,
because we couldn't remember what day we started it, but we know it was January. So January is the month for celebration that we are to.
Yeah, we take the whole month.
The whole month, because we can't remember what actual date we went live with the website. Because that was kind of the time, wasn't it? We went, right, this is the website. We're going live. This means that we've started. So whenever that was, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I mean, look at the bills that I get for the website. That would give me an idea.
But we're not going to linger too much on it being 2 because not a lot has happened due to the pandemic, really. But by the time we come and talk about it turning 3, we would have done a lot.
Yeah, we've had loads of things happen throughout the year. So, it should be really, really cool.
But thanks for sticking with us if you've been with us since day one.
Yeah, thanks for listening to the podcast as well.
Yeah, and people do listen. I think that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the latest stats are. I mean,
but like we joke, we always say, thank you to our 2 listeners. But then we look at the stats, and that's not the case at all. People are genuinely listening.
Yeah, and we really appreciate it. Our numbers aren't like humongous, with like thousands of people listening.
No.
But literally, our numbers have dramatically gone up by 110.8%.
Look at that.
From the in comparison to this time in December. So we've had 63 listeners from the UK,
Hello.
8 listeners from the United States.
Hello.
Now you need to do it in German, because we've had 5 listeners from German.
What time is it in Germany?
I don't know. Just say Guten Tag.
Well, yeah, Guten Tag's good afternoon. No, Guten Morgen. If it's the morning is good morning.
Guten Tag is good day.
Sorry, good day. But then Guten Morgen is good morning. So
what's good afternoon then?
I don't know. Guten Tag. No. Next.
Okay. How's your Spanish?
Hola.
We've had 1 person, so hola to that 1 person. And here we go.
Go on. I'll find it
out. And
our
1 listener from Israel.
Is Israel?
Yeah. I mean, that is the first. Hello to you if you listen again.
I mean, I think it's just pronounced hello.
Why are you going so deep? Hello.
But that's the writing of it. So.
Yeah. Well, welcome to you. It was really good to have you. And literally, which I was shocked when I looked at the stats the other day, because I look at them constantly when I upload a episode. I kind of look back and see what our previous episodes have done. 38.5% are listening through Amazon Music podcasts.
Okay, thanks, Amazon.
Yeah, we kind of chuck everything through Spotify. So that is our next one. That's at 30.8%. And then nice. Google, and then iTunes.
Well, it's exciting though that we're spread out, and the UK has taken the top because last time we checked, the US was our top.
It
listeners.
Was.
So, well done, UK. You brought it back.
Well done. Give yourselves a pat on the back.
Anyway, this is really boring for anyone listening.
It is. So,
what are we going to talk about, Dan?
The burning question that has been on everybody's mind. I mean, my mind more than anybody. Nobody's actually said anything about it, but it's been burning my mind. Last week, Anthony.
Yeah.
You said that you were in a band.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Did you not?
No. So what I want to know is, 1, is there any music of this band that's still available today that we can go and take a listen? And 2, you explain what this band was and what you did in the band.
Okay. Yeah. So, obviously, for anyone to give you a bit of backstory, last week we were talking to Ben about his music career, and he mentioned about how when he got into music, the reason was he formed a band with his friends in school and with college, and it led on from there. And I just happened to say, actually, I was in a band in school and college. So, yeah, there was 4 of us in this band, and we formed when I was probably about 13 or 14, and we did it for a good 4 years.
Oh wow!
Maybe 3 years, something like that. Yeah, it was a good run. So some great stories. There was 4 of us. I'll just give you the backstory on the band. There was 4 of us. We had 3 names throughout that run. We started off as Ice Cool Ice, because what a cool name that is. And literally a couple of weeks after having that, decided not as cool a name as we thought it was.
I mean, would that have been around at the time when Ice Ice Baby came out or something?
No, it wouldn't have been. That was before. So no, I'll tell you that story in a minute. I'll keep going the names first. So yeah, we decided that wasn't as cool name, and we were sat in science lesson one day, and we happened to say, do you know what? That dreadful name. There was no hesitation from any of us. We're like, that is a dreadful name. And I don't know for anyone listening whether you're the same sort of generation I'm in, but in our lessons, you always had the objective on the board, and they'd write the word objective and then what the lesson goal was today. And we looked at that and we were like, Objection, great name. New band name was Objection. Okay. We stuck with Objection for the longest amount of time. That is what we were for the majority of our run. And in like the last few months of doing it, we decided, let's, we're older now. Let's give it a bit of a cooler name. We also had gone down to a 3-piece by then. I'll come to that. And we decided to call ourselves Audio Intoxication, because who doesn't like a name that's a mouthful like that, eh? For anyone that doesn't know what audio intoxication means, intoxication is like when you drink and you take in too much stuff, like you're intoxicated. Audio intoxication would mean you're intoxicated with music. See? Message behind it. Very clever. Very long. No one remembered it. We were still Objection in everyone's minds.
Okay.
So there you go. That is the history of it. There was 4 of us to begin with. There was myself on the drums. My friend Liam on the guitar, very good guitar player, turns out. That was the whole reason we made a band, because we were like, oh, you can play. My friend Tim on the bass, and my other friend Tim on the lead vocals, because who doesn't like a band that's not got the same names? But yeah, so there's 4 of us to begin with, and then it's terrible when you think back to it. And sadly, Tim, the lead singer, isn't with us anymore. He sadly passed away last year. And we were talking about memories of it, and one of the ones that came up was this one of the band, and it's terrible when you think back, but he was the lead singer with us, and we decided we didn't want him as the lead singer anymore.
What, you kicked him out the band?
No. Well, yes, but we did it worse than that. Darren, when you say we kicked him out the band, how would you do it? If you wanted someone to leave your band, how would you do it?
Was he good at singing?
It worked when we first started, but I can't remember the exact reasons around it. But one, he wasn't like, we were like, you're not committed enough. You're not coming to rehearsals and things like that. But also on the other hand, we were like, oh, we want to go in a different direction with the vocals. So basically, I think we were saying, you're not that great, but it worked. And you know what? As a front man, I'll tell you about the talent show we first did as our first show, but incredible. Never seen someone leap off a stage and slide on their knees. It was amazing.
Well, I mean, you'd have to do it like a breakup of a relationship, wouldn't you? Like, gently, like, I'm sorry, it's not you, it's us. Yeah. That sort of thing. We feel the band's going in a different direction. Yeah. And it's just not working.
That would be a nice way to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
How did you do it?
We split up the band and then got back together the next day with 3 of us.
So what you did, he said, the band's splitting, full well knowing that you're putting the band back together the next day.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah. So
how was that? How did that friendship work out moving forward?
You know what? Absolutely fine. He didn't care less.
Oh, okay.
He didn't care. But yeah, it was an awkward week of more for the fact, I don't think it was awkward between us and between Tim. It was more, when we must have been around 15 at this point. So when you get to, maybe the band didn't go on for that many years. Maybe it was only 2 years. Maybe we split up, because I think we split up just as we got to like the bigger secondary end, like year 9 sort of thing. We were together year 7 to year 9. But yeah, but when you're that age, and if something like that happens, it's only ever awkward because everyone else is like, we can stir this. And that's what made it more awkward, is we'd walk into a room and they'd be like, oh, Tim, they're going to kick you out of the classroom, mate. It's been like, right, come on.
Oh, my goodness.
But yeah,
so from you kicking him out of the band, produced bullying within the school.
It did.
So you instigated bullying, and now you have a job that you're trying to teach morals to young people.
Yeah, but no, everyone was okay with it. Everyone was okay. It was one of those things that I think, in all fairness, we'd all sort of mutually agreed it. Like, he had, as I say, he'd stopped coming to rehearsals and things like that. But on the other hand, we hadn't. So we were like, we need to do something about this. And
yeah, I mean, well, if somebody's not committed to it, then they do have to go, because if somebody else is doing all the work, and being the front man, and getting all the credit, that is going to cause a lot of issues. And you've seen that over bands over the years.
Yeah.
Where they've just not been committed to rehearsals.
Yeah.
And they take all the credit at the beginning, and it causes resentment. So I think, you're well within your rights there to go, sorry, mate.
But as I say, it was only last year when we were all chatting about memories of him, and we were like, "Oh, that when we say it out loud, that's bad."
Well, you know.
But yeah, so yeah, and then we went down to a 3-piece from there, and yeah, what else do you want to know?
I want to know is there evidence of any music?
Yes.
Was there an album?
No, well,
was there any singles? Can we get our hands on this? Can we do a reaction to the band days of Antony? And can we have a laugh? So
there are 2 pieces of evidence that this band existed.
Okay.
So the type of music we did. Do you want me to? Shall I tell you some stories about some of the shows we did before telling you where we can find the music?
Yeah, definitely.
So we did a few gigs, right? For anyone listening that's still in school, for anyone that's been through school, you might have had something like a school council or a, I don't know, like when the children are part of a group that make decisions.
I think most schools have got a student council, haven't they?
Yeah.
And, even within colleges, you've got student unions, which is part of that. So,
yeah. So we had one of them. I was the vice chair, and one of my best friends was the chairperson.
Oh, here we go. The influence already.
And we were told our first job was to organise some sort of event to bring everyone together. So we organised a talent show so that my band could play the talent show.
Wow.
Guess who won the talent show?
Oh my goodness.
No, but that's not.
I mean,
no,
hang on a minute.
That's not the reason we won. No, I'm going to put it out there. That's not the reason we won. And the reason we know it's not is because we made it very clear that no one that had anything to do with us could be on the judging panel.
Okay. So who was on the judging panel? Your mum, your dad, your brothers?
Well, no, but we did win it. And I to this day think the reason we won it is because it was so different from a school talent show, in the fact of we were 4 lads that obviously had no idea what we were doing, but we went up with absolute confidence. We were one of the last acts on. The kid before us did the Diablo, like we followed that, and
we followed the Diablo.
Yeah, like this is why it was a proper school talent show. Like, someone would come up, do some jokes, someone would then sing, someone did a Diablo, someone played the piano. It was such a range of things. And then we came out with the band. We did Raoul, the song Raoul by The Automatic. And we also did our first single, which by the time the talent show came round, we hadn't written any words for it. It was just an instrumental, the single. So we did Raoul, and then we merged it into just doing an instrumental, which meant that Tim then had the hard job of almost being an MC rather than a lead singer, because he was just having to hype the crowd because he had no words to sing. And still to this day, I will never forget it. He did it. He did such a good job hyping the crowd. Everyone was on their feet. They were clapping. And I don't know what went through his head, because it could have gone terribly. But he jumped off the stage, slid on his knees under the judges' table. So he could have smacked his face on this judge's. I don't think he meant to go under the judge's table. He could have smacked his face on this table. To this day, I still don't know what went through his head. But from that moment, everyone was like, yeah, that's completely different.
Wow.
But I mean, it's interesting if you chat to like mum and dad about it. They were sat at the back of the hall watching, and they said it was just hilarious watching the change in atmosphere when you guys just started doing random stuff on the stage. So that was the first appearance of Ice Cool Ice, as it. Well, I think
at that point you should have changed your name to something like Momentum to symbolise how much momentum he had to go underneath that table That would have been a cool name.
Yeah, no, I think we were Objection by that point. But yeah, so we had first single called Please Tell Me. And it, due to the fact that we became a free piece, it never got lyrics. So I do have a CD of the instrumental version of Please Tell Me.
Okay.
No lyrics. Because obviously instrumental.
Well, I think we need to hear this.
I will get you a copy so we can hear it. I don't have it on me.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay.
And I can show you the really cool album cover we made when, you know, it was that time of Apple products coming out where they had like all the silhouettes of the people with the headphones. We were like, that's a cool image. We need to use something like that. So we've got someone with headphones and Objection written across the front, but I'll take a picture.
And you can find the merch T-shirts still available because they haven't sold them all yet.
So that is one piece of evidence that it existed. Yeah. And the other one is I have a video from, well, we played at my 13th birthday, my 14th birthday at Town Hall. That doesn't count though. That was just like, let's free gig, got all our friends there, why not? But we then, after doing that, for anyone who doesn't know, my parents used to own a pub. One of the locals had a party for their birthday in the Town Hall in Dalton and approached Mum and said, does Antony's band want to become a bit of music for it? So I have a video of us performing there. Huh?
Was it paid?
No. No. But I have a video of us performing there, and that was when we were a free piece, which meant that I was now the drummer and the singer. For anyone that plays drums, you will know how hard it is to sing and play the drums at the same time because you are trying to do two rhythms.
Wow.
So I've got a video of us playing there, but we didn't. I don't think we ever really played Please Tell Me again because it was instrumental. We might have added it in a little bit, but we never did it as a full set. But we did things like the Fratellis, Chelsea Dagger, Green Day, Holiday. We did Snow Patrol, Chasing Cars. We did Akon, Don't Matter, which is a rap song, and we adapted it into a rock song.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. We did music like that. So we had that show. And then from that, someone else saw us at this party. So this was like our last year. We only ever did something like 4 shows. The rest of it was just mini little things with friends or whatever. But we only ever did 4 shows. And the last ever show we did, someone at this party saw us playing. And they said, do you want to come and be the support act for the band that we've got an event? Turns out the band they got an event, we didn't realise at the time, but Liam, the guitar player, his dad was also in that other band because they got home and Liam mentioned it and his dad was like, I think we've been asked to do that as well. But anyway, so we asked, do we want to be a support? We were like, yeah, why not? Where is it? And they said, it's down at the cricket pitch. Now, we thought they meant in the cricket pavilion. We were in a marquee and people were covering the field at the cricket pitch.
Wow.
It was quite big because it was some sort of end of year of the sports season thing. So you had the football teams, the cricket teams. It was, so we played there to the point Mum was having people coming into the pub being like, I think we can hear Antony's band as you walk down the street. Because obviously Dalton's quite a small place. Yeah. We think we can hear the band. We recognise the songs they've played. And that was the last ever show we did.
Oh, what? Because the going out show.
Well, because our 2 best songs were the Fratellis, Chelsea Dagger and Green Day, Holiday. So we'd always start with Chelsea Dagger and we'd finish with Holiday. That would be the bookends. And we did Chelsea Dagger and it was the best time we'd ever played it. Like, we felt so happy with ourselves. So we were like, this is going to go really well. And it went so well. And we got to Holiday. This is a song that we have done over and over and over, and we messed it up. Like, something, I can't exactly remember what happened, but suddenly the guitar stopped playing. I don't know if an amp went off or a string broke or guitar stopped playing. So I then stopped drumming because I was like, we lost the rhythm. The bass had just gone. So we were like, right, stop, start again. So we did the song again, but obviously as your last song, that's like, no one else cares. We were like 14, 15-year-old lads that are like, that's fine. Just, we're enjoying drinking and listening to you.
Bearing in mind, you're in Dulverton.
Yeah.
You're on a cricket pitch in a marquee.
Well, and we'd already sort of had the thing of, what do we do next? Do we keep going? Do we learn some more? And we came off that cricket pitch and we were like, yeah, we're done. It's been fun. And we have played together since. Like, we've had jamming sessions and things like that. But yeah, not really as a band. So that was where Audio Intoxication stopped.
Wow. There you go, guys.
Who would have thought that I could make that long a conversation out of it?
I did not. I was just expecting a short snippet of band life. But
that must be really boring for anyone listening.
No, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to hearing the Please Tell Me. Is that the only song you've got recorded?
That is the only, and the snippet of us playing at the show, but that was just covers.
Okie dokie. Well, I think for all those listening to the podcast, they probably want to listen to it. So if we can, I will try and get hold of the copy and upload it in some place. I can't think where. As long as you haven't stolen music from anybody, we'll be okay.
No, and I mean, we did try and write lyrics for it. I just don't know why because after Tim left the band, we did try and write lyrics.
I mean, there's a song. There's a song right there, or could have been your new band name.
Yeah.
That would have been a rub in your face. Tim left the band. That's who we are.
But it was like, yeah. Oh, and all I remember is the chorus. The words are something like, "Please, can you tell me what to do? How can I try and get through to you?" or something. Because the only lyrics I remember us writing down.
I mean, was it a poem?
No. But I mean, since then I've written songs, and I'm really annoyed at myself that I couldn't do it back then because. Like,
you've written. I mean, it's all coming out now. So
I've written songs. You've heard them.
I know I have, but the people listening haven't. So I'm just acting surprised.
Oh yeah, good. Oh yeah, shocker. Wow, yeah. No, I've written songs.
What kind of songs have you written?
Not very good ones.
I mean, as everybody knows, me and Anthony are quite into our music, so we enjoy a whole plethora of genres between us, and I think, have you still got a YouTube channel?
Oh, I wondered if that was coming out. Yeah, I do.
Music on.
Yeah,
it hasn't been uploaded for quite a while.
No, I wrote a song called "Walking with You" back in 2016, maybe, and that's the last time anything ever got put on there.
I'm sure it was after that, mate.
Was it?
It's got to be something that
2018. It was before the lockdown, and it was before.
I mean, I am one of your subscribers.
One of five, probably.
So if you want to look for it, it is called Anthony B Music. So search that.
And if you can't find that, just look up.
3 years ago, Walking with You, an original song by Anthony.
There we go. But if you can't find Anthony B Music and you really want to listen, look up Craytony 9. Craytony 9, because it was originally a YouTube page I started with my cousin Craig, so we mixed our names together because that's what you do, because that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, how's Laura?
Yeah, she's right.
There's some featuring Laura, apparently.
Laura is someone that I grew up with, and then turned out one day we were chatting and she can play guitar.
But if you head over to there, especially if you know us, or especially if you know Anthony.
Oh, good, yeah.
Because,
thanks.
I mean, looking at some of these, I don't think he's even hit puberty yet.
Not in those, I haven't, no.
I mean, it goes back...
Well, I might have to take the page down now. Hey, I tell you what, though, there's a video on there.
9 years.
Yeah, well, there's a video on there of us... when Craig and I were originally making it our channel, we were like, we're going to go viral with some of these stuff because they're good. There is a video on there called Electric Chair, where we're on holiday and we are trying one of those, the chairs you hold on to and the voltage gets harder. Look at how many views are on there, mate. 31,000. I don't know why. That video just suddenly took off.
Oh my goodness. It's little Anthony.
Yeah.
Guys, I will stick a link.
No, you won't. No,
in the
you won't.
description of
no,
this.
you won't.
Mate, you ain't got no control
if they want
over
to
this.
find it, they have to search for it. We're not putting a link in for it.
But there's lots of music on there, and I mean, I don't know about the early stuff. I've not even listened to any of that. But
they're all literally the early stuff. Avoid because it is genuinely me with a backing track in the back singing.
All right, but the newer stuff is probably a lot better.
Yeah,
than
I'd agree.
Else. But yeah, have a look at it. It's an interesting thing, especially when you first told me of your YouTube page. When I first went on there, I was like, "What the hell is he doing on here?" But yeah, it is. I mean, you gotta have a hobby, man. You gotta have a hobby.
It is, and I mean, it won't be there much longer now. Everyone knows about it, but
you could get more subscribers, mate.
I could, or I could just get rid of it.
No, you're not allowed. At least for a few weeks, so everybody can go.
Well, I've got 79 subscribers, not 5. So
I mean, I think you've got more than what the Catalyst YouTube page has got. To be fair,
but in all seriousness, we won't be putting a link. You have to find it yourself. If you are that desperate to see it, look it up. But yeah, so that's my.
If you search up at ACM Darren on Instagram, you'll find a link to Anthony's page.
No, you won't. I'll report your page. You'll get blocked.
What, for sharing a YouTube?
Yeah. That's not what I'd write though. So you would get muted.
So here we go. Anthony's getting very defensive now over his YouTube.
But no. So yeah, there's an insight into my musical life.
Band Days of Antony.
Yeah, that's
but we will try and get the music and try and put it.
Yeah, I mean the one, there's one that's definitely a video. Where it is, I don't know, but I'll try and find it. But yeah, the CD, I know exactly where it is.
Cool. Well, Anthony will be finding that one, and we will try and get the music put somewhere so you can listen to "Please Tell Me" by who would it be? Objection or
that would have been that would have been Objection.
By Objection. By Audio Intoxication, formerly known as Objection. Formerly known as Ice Cool Ice. Ice Cool Ice. Head over to YouTube, guys. Find it, because Anthony's been really insistent that I don't post the link.
No, I'm happy for people to see it. I just think if they want to see it that badly, they have to find it. We're not giving them a way in. Mate, I spent 8 years so far, me working in a school, telling people, I ain't giving you the link. You have to find it. And I'm not stopping now.
79 people did.
79 people did. Yeah, turns out.
Okay. But moving on then, before we...
say we're nearly done.
We are nearly done. But one of the things you brought up last week in the podcast was some of the stupid life lessons that...
Yeah.
That we'll just do a few, I think. But here's a couple for you. Don't yell at people. Lean in really close and whisper in their ear. It's way scarier. If you're losing an argument, just start correcting their grammar.
Oh, yeah. Good one. Yeah.
It is better to your pants than die of constipation.
You can't put that one in the book.
I said...
Yeah, you can't say that.
I didn't say... I said...
Yes. Right, we can't put that one in. Either that or you're going to have to bleep them all out and keep it.
When life shuts a door, open it. It's a door. That's how they work.
I don't want to hear anymore. They're dreadful.
If you want longer battery life, put the damn phone down.
I can't. These are terrible. No, I can't.
In case of a fire, GTFO before tweeting about it. I didn't swear in that one, did I?
I know you didn't. Anyway. Call it. Because you've already, you killed it. So
being a won't make yours bigger.
No, we can't. Right. Anyway.
Borrow money from a pessimist, they won't expect you to return it anyway.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. It has been great to hear about some of these life lessons. If you're wondering why we're laughing, it's because I've had to edit a few out. Because Anthony says they're inappropriate.
They are. We're a podcast for families, family-friendly.
If you want to hear them, join us on camp this year, running from the 25th to the 29th of July. Get your booking forms from us. It is a mere £80 to come along. Covers all your food. Yep, that's right. We will feed you. Covers your accommodation. You even get a mattress and a bed. I mean, you can't get better than that on a camp.
And if you're a parent listening, don't worry. We won't be telling them the life lessons that we couldn't read out on the podcast.
Yeah, we will.
It doesn't make you scary whispering into the mic.
Oh, yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget, you can head over to our website at www.catalystyouth.org.uk, where you can find all our social media, blogs. You can even find a printable booking form that's on the camp page if you really fancy printing it yourself. Yeah. And also find details about camp on there and then all the other things that we get up to as well. Don't forget, you can email us at either Anthony, Darren, or info@catalystyouth.org.uk. We're here every Friday, usually, from 2 p.m. onwards, if it uploads properly in time. Last week it didn't for some reason. It was a little bit delayed. I kept refreshing Spotify, but it's usually there on a Friday at 2 p.m. So thanks for joining us. As always, it's goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from him. We'll see you soon.
Cheers. So we can't use some of those?
No.